Where is my router? Everybody, it is Wednesday, September 21st. Luckily, my agenda was right there. It is 3:30. I'm heading out to the store. I just need to get my bag out of the closet. Hey, closet! I didn't do any art today because I had some editing to do. So I edited yesterday's vlog, and I also scheduled a process video that's going to go up tomorrow, Thursday. So now I'm gonna head out. I'm gonna go mail some packages, and hopefully tonight when I come back after I finish editing the stores video, I'll be able to do a little bit of art. Update on the face. I chickened out of using watercolors. I was having too much problems with coming up with the colors that I wanted. So I ended up using Prismacolor pencils. And I think what I'll do is I'll attack one feature at a time so as not to get too overwhelmed. So yeah, so I've done the mouth. The teeth were a little bit of a challenge, but I think I did a good job. I wish I hadn't gone so heavily in between them though. Maybe actually I can use the color of the teeth. I'm going to try and do this on camera to soften up the, whoops, sorry about that, the harsh lines. Let's see here. And actually make them look a little bit, sorry, I'm trying to color at the same time as holding the phone. Like give them a little bit of a rounded shape towards the divisions. I don't know if that did anything at all, but it's just making her teeth look more gray. You know what? Let's just add a little bit of white. I know that, you know, it's very rare that teeth are super white, except if you use those strips every freaking day, and in that case, I don't think it can be really good, but let's see if I add it. I know that sometimes there are spots that are more white. Let's see. Is this better? Oops. I'm also working on watercolor paper, which doesn't help, but I think it's not bad at all. This is not file, by the way. This is just like a guide. Because I find she looks a little bit masculine. Or maybe not. Depends on what angle I hold the camera, but anyways, that's update number 1. I'll keep you updated as I move forward. But I'm liking it so far. It's a good exercise. Today is September 22nd, and it was filled of meaningful activities. Ugh. Then more of this. This one was by far my favorite. First official day of fall. It's quite cool. Not to say cold, but cool. It's no makeup day. One thing I want to know is, where is my router? I was supposed to get it either yesterday or today. It is 4:30 and still haven't received it. This is my angry face. It's not pretty, but it's not meant to be pretty. Plus, there's a major crisis going on here. I ran out of chocolate. There's no chocolate in the house. None whatsoever. Usually I have little bits and pieces that I keep for emergency, you know? None. Oh, I have Nutella. And a spoon. You know what it looks like on the screen? I'm not going to say it. But it looks like it. Not as enjoyable as I thought it would be. So here's the progress on the girl, which is her. I see a resemblance, but that's not what I want to do. I just wanted to use her as reference material. She's not going to end up like this. I'm going to do something different. I have an idea in mind. And I have to say that I have struggled internally to make her skin... hold on, let me just sit down here. Okay, I wasn't sure if I should do a skin color for her face or keep with the colors that I have in the background, and that kind of one. I thought it would be interesting and a challenge as well, and quite honestly I didn't want to start hiding all this color, because by the time I'm done the hair there would only be like this little part here showing, not even on this side. Actually nothing would have shown of the colors that I put down. So I thought, okay, let's keep the face. Let's use the background colors to determine the colors of the face. However, it's quite the challenge because you kind of have to go with two different colors to create a similar shadow in some parts. Well, this is awfully close. The other thing too is I wish I had kept but I wish I had done this on hot press satin finish watercolor paper, because this is done on a very cheapy Canson XXL 140 pound weight cold press paper. And so of course it's not the best for coloring with color pencils, but I kind of like the texture that I'm getting. And I quite like, okay, hold on, just let me just see here if I can be in the full light. It's tough for me to give you a good... Here, I think you see the eyes a little bit better here. I really like how the eyes turned out and the mouth. It's my first time doing teeth, actually. I heard that it was a challenge. It was quite a challenge. I still have a lot of work to do on it, but like I said, I don't want to do an exact replica of the reference material, but I'm trying to stick as close to it as possible, because that is the practice. That is what is going to make me practice different styles of faces, because I feel like I'm always stuck with this kind of faces. I did that last year. It's so awesome to see the difference. I love it. Update number whatever. I lost count. I think this is my third update. I just finished coloring her hands. On this side there's only a partial, and this one was a little bit more challenging, but again I'm following the colors that's laid out underneath. I'm just having a blast with this. You have no idea. It's very difficult for me to let go and do something else. I should be recording a video right now, so I need to let this dry actually. I started working on her hair and I decided to use watercolor for her hair. So they're going to be in the shades of brown, because I was debating whether I should do like a very contrasting color, but I think with the yellow and the magenta that's going on, I think brown is the best choice. I'm going to try and show you some of the detail. It's a little too close, but you see all the texture that's created by the coloring pencil? Look at that gold. I'm using my Fine Tech gold, and I'm also using this deep copper in the regular Gansai Tambi 36 color set. And the hair is colored with the browns in my yellow set. You know, I'm always so surprised whenever I order something online and it comes from other countries other than Canada and the US, that it comes so fast. I've ordered stuff from China, either it didn't come at all and I got a refund, or it comes like at light speed. And last week I received the MT palette, the metal palette that I ordered from China. This week I received my 48 half bands from the UK. I think I ordered this like 2 weeks ago maybe, I don't know, no more than that. But they're so cute and they're so tiny. They're the size of the Prima pans, which I'm very happy about, but look how tiny they are. Compared to the Gansai Tambi pans. These are like super large, but yeah, it's like 1/3 maybe. But they're tiny, so I'm hoping that I won't go through them so fast, but I like the fact that I'm gonna have like all my watercolors in one pan. Maybe if I am quick enough tonight, I'll be able to put that together with my Sennelier and Daniel Smith paints that I've been loving for a long time. Yeah, I just wanted to share that with you. It's 7 o'clock now, or 6. It's so windy today. It's the first day of fall with a reason. It's like the first day that we have below 25 degrees Celsius temperature. And it just dropped because it's super windy. Anyway. Well, it is just after midnight, probably 12:30. And I just finished her. I've been showing you progress from the beginning. So here she is. I'm very, very pleased with her. So I'm not sure if I showed the reference material probably, but this is the reference material. There's a glare. I do apologize. And this is my rendition of it. The big difference is, of course, I took the background as a starting point. And I wanted to preserve the colors of the background for the face. I did not turn this into a regular skin color. That's why her hand is half magenta, half, you know, with a little bit of orange and yellow. Like half yellow, half magenta with a little bit of orange. And the forehead, she's got a big patch of yellow. And I like this. Now, this was born out of a mistake. I don't know what happened, but somehow that spot ended up having a gooey stickiness to it. And I couldn't remove it, so I put a beauty mark. You know, it works. It's a face. And the bits and pieces of white that you're seeing, this was also part of the background. And I wanted to preserve them because I thought they were interesting. So this is where I did not add water when I did the background, and so I had covered that up with masking fluid. And to me, it's kind of like she was painted over an original background and then her face is starting to peel off, right, to reveal the background. And so that's why I added a little bit of shading. Okay, so I'm going to give you a close-up and then I'm going to give you the full effect because there's something that the camera is missing that's very, very important. So here's the close-up. I quite like the way her eyes turned out. The eyebrows are not at the same level, but that's okay. And I like the magenta nose. And for the mouth, I'm very happy that I took my courage and did the teeth because that wasn't easy. It wasn't as bad as I thought it would be, however, but it wasn't easy. I think the eyes is what gave me the most trouble. Okay, so this was one view. You ready? Oh, I hope it's gonna get... What? She's got gold. Her bracelet are all gold. Different colors of gold, and I used the fine tech gold for this, and there's some gold in her hair. That's what I had in mind. Like when I started coloring her in, I thought, oh my god, wouldn't that be amazing if I could add a little bit of gold. I added 2 colors of gold in her hair. I love it. I'm not gonna lie to you, I really, really like her. I spent the whole day on this. It probably took me like a good 10 hours to do, but it was just like, I was lost in the zone. Definitely. Oh, I like the way she looks like that. Look at this. What, like when I play with her, that sounded so horrible. But when I turn her around, you can catch the nuances of the gold. That makes me feel good. This is the kind of stuff that I like to do, but I never give in to this pleasure because I usually don't have time. And I'm not saying that I have time right now, but I had to do something like this. I'm at a point in my artistic journey where I'm not sure exactly which direction I should take. I do love watercolor, but at the same time it seems that oh, that's a discussion for much later. I'm not going to get into it now. But speaking of discussion, I just had a comment on my Instagram feed, and I'm going to read it to you. I'm not going to tell you who it is because I don't know her real name. But I know she meant it as a joke and she meant it as a compliment. Don't get me wrong. But I just want to make sure that people understand sometimes a joke can turn into the wrong message for the person who writes it. So here's the, and I hope she won't mind. Here's the comment. Now I'm really frustrated. I knew you could draw and do super beautiful mixed media art, but this is just too much perfect art. Which means that you fly way too high for any average artist to catch you, I guess. Good for you. I admire your work, but now I know I shouldn't even bother trying. Beautiful, love it. This is the wrong message. This is not what I'm trying to convey. I show my work because I do it for myself. I don't do it for anybody else, first of all. And you shouldn't. You should do art for yourself first and foremost. The second thing is, don't compare yourself to anybody. I know we all do it, and trust me when I say this, I'm slowly getting out of that habit because it's only an obstacle. It's only going to get you down. There's always going to be someone whose work you admire more than your own work. That's how it goes. But at the same time, if you keep doing that, you're not going to art. And it's the last bit that discouraged me. And poor girl, she says, but now I know I shouldn't even bother trying. Please don't do that. And just know I'm not angry at you, and I don't think that your comment is bad. I'm just trying to maybe give you a push in the other direction. Don't let that... I mean, if it were the case, then I would stop posting my work. If that's what it does to you, don't let that do that to yourself. I don't know how to explain this, but I think that there's a lesson to be learned there. Oh man, I wish I could explain this properly, but if I had stopped when I felt like you, because I mean this is human behavior, it's normal to think about it, but to say it out loud I think is it's damaging. And I wish that you can stop thinking that way. Please don't stop arting because you've seen something that you think you cannot do. And I assure you that I know that a lot of people can do this. The only difference between me and probably you, I don't know where you are in your artistic journey, is that I do this every single day. I couldn't have done this a year ago. I couldn't have. There's no way. I've done a face a year ago and she does not look like that at all. Mind you, I didn't take any reference material, but still, I don't think I would have had A, the patience to do it, and B, maybe not the skill set to do it. Okay? So please don't do this. Please keep arting. Art for yourself. Just do it for the pleasure, and don't look at what other people are doing except if you want to learn from it. But if it's going to discourage you, get out of the social medias and just start practicing. This is my message to you all, not just to the person who wrote this message, but just do it. Please. Please just do it. Anyways, that was, I felt I needed to address this because it touched me to the core, not in a bad way, but I feel bad for this person because maybe she meant it as a high compliment. It's just the way it's written, it just doesn't convey the right message, and I hope she doesn't believe what she wrote, is what I'm saying. Anyways, I hope she won't get offended again. So, as usual, thank you so much for watching. I'm sorry for the tired look. I'm tired, but I'm happy. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them below, and I will see you later. Bye!